Courtney, Lucas, welcome to Hotter Together. First question, you got pregnant during maybe the biggest point in your career. And Lucas, I know you had a lot of shifts in your career as well. I'm curious, how did that impact things?
Oh man, definitely getting pregnant as in the most exciting part of my career it's presented a different opportunity. I think a lot of people could look at it as something that might hinder your career, but I made the decision very early on that I would make it impact positively every part of my career. So, there's a lot of really positive changes. Like it forced me to delegate. It forced me to get out of my own way. It forced me to create better processes and systems and not just rely on myself and really lean on community and lean on other people. And I really hope that I can be an example for others that they can do it. It's been hard for sure. But when I made the decision to use it as an expansion tool, it's definitely elevated and up-leveled my business. I mean, I had the best month of my business ever while being pregnant.
What else did you create while you were pregnant?
I launched a book. That was exciting. I got featured in Forbes actually today.
Wow.
I had the biggest speaking opportunity of my career at Cannes Lions. And also there was a foundation for it. I think if I was starting my career, that probably would be hard. But also we didn't really time it. We didn't time it. It was very, very,
Well, we said we wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, we didn't time it at all. But if I were to time it and say, okay, I'm going to wait to this point in my career, I probably wouldn't have done it. So I just had to full send, like whatever happens, or else I'm going to be waiting for 10 years.
Yeah, you're never truly ready.
Yeah.
Right? And so anyone who's waiting to be ready, they can wait a long time.
Yeah, and I will say it happened at the absolute craziest possible time that it could have ever happened. Yes.
Of
As
course.
it should, I guess.
As it should.
Yeah, throw you right into the fire. And how about you, Lucas?
Yeah, I was doing a big change. So I was in academic medicine for the biggest time. And then I decided to go on my own. And my plan that I had perfectly laid out completely fell apart the moment Courtney told me she was pregnant. So I freaked out. And then I think it just, as a man, it just lights up a fire that you just have to, like, there's no excuses. There's no turning back. Things will work because you said so. So in that sense, I don't know, it's giving me calmness, even though it's chaotic, because I just know that I will do whatever it takes to make it work. So, yeah.
What was it about, finding out Courtney was pregnant that had you just completely go after it?
You can't describe it. It's like a change in your consciousness. It's like a change in your biology where you're like, okay, now I must defend and provide. And that just lights up inside of you and there's no option. So it's not like I decide, okay, I'm changing into this person. Like biology, life just tells you, okay, you turn into this, which actually makes me think, I should have done this earlier.
I feel like every man says that.
Yeah.
Says what?
I should have done this earlier. I've never heard a woman say that. Men always say that.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder if men are always you think men or women are more afraid in general?
I
think men. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Men because men have no control over, right? So they're probably only decide to do it when the woman is down, And so it's like, oh, I should have done this earlier. It's like you didn't really have a choice.
Right.
You couldn't have done it earlier, Yeah. Well, that's great. And so, Courtney, how has being pregnant throughout this process, that's an incredibly unique experience. I mean, going to Cannes Lion with 8 months pregnant with the belly out, have you noticed just a different way that you're showing up to your business, showing up to your relationship, knowing that you're going to be giving birth soon?
Well, everything becomes, you have less time and less energy, so you really, really get to prioritize. Anything that's non-essential is going to fall out the window, whether that be something you're doing for yourself, for others, a project you're working on, a client. You've got maybe 20% of your capacity, so you really have to figure out what the top priorities are in your business and in your personal life. And that can be scary, especially for somebody that wants to do it all, that wants to say yes to everything. However, there's Pareto's principle where 80% of the results come from 20% of the effort. So even though that you're in this constriction of everything being reduced to 20%, that still can be a really positive thing that's going to positively impact the 80% of results that you're getting.
What'd you find was the most high priority thing that you had to be involved in?
The most high priority thing that I'm involved in is facilitating, creating content, like showing up to serve other people, and everything else that's admin related, everything else that's structure related, I had to completely delegate. And I think it's same for your relationship too. Like, especially we still are like long distance for most of pregnancy. And so to see each other such a small amount of time, it's like you got to make the most of that and really prioritize.
Yeah, that was my next question. Like, what in your relationship have you had to kind of eliminate and then also prioritize, knowing that, you only have a certain amount of time for things?
Yeah, so when the plan to open my own practice, we were going to move to Puerto Rico, where I grew up, fell apart. Then I had to scramble to find work to pay the bills, and then enough work where I want to, I can save up to spend at least 2 months, after the pregnancy with Courtney and Santiago. So I've been traveling to work a lot. So when we come together, then that just takes a lot of priority. And when I get time off from work, it's just to dedicate to be at home with Courtney and Santiago. So, yeah.
How do you support Courtney when you're abroad?
Calling him like
yeah, exactly. Lots and lots of phone conversations.
Yeah,
and also like perspective. I've kind of had this feeling that everything's gonna be perfect during this pregnancy. So, kind of reminding Courtney everything's fine, everything's gonna be fine, everything's gonna be better than we could ever imagine. So, yeah.
Yeah, everybody has a challenge in pregnancy. For some people, it's going to be conception. For some people, it's relationship. For some people, it might be like family or something happens externally. For some people, it might be a medical complication. Like, everybody has those struggles in pregnancy. Is just going to differ of what that is per person. And I think you can see it as a negative thing of like, oh, this is going to take a strain, or you can see it as something positive that's going to almost like shape the diamond of your relationship, right? The pressure creates the beauty.
So would you say that was a challenge for the both of you? Was
I think like
me being away for some
that was the hardest part.
Yeah, but it also it's been positive in the sense that this is never going to happen again. Like, I'm fully set that I will make everything work and set everything up so this doesn't happen again. And that's my main motivation, to be home and be present. So yeah, it kind of helps you light that fire to create things.
Yeah, definitely made me more grateful for being together and for our home. And we've had some fun adventures.
Yeah, we've had some fun adventures. We've done a lot of road trips together. Yeah.
What was one of those adventures?
We road tripped with our dogs to Florida.
Really?
It was really fun. Yeah.
It was really fun. Yeah.
It was really beautiful. We went to Pensacola, Florida, which you might think,
also,
what?
Tennessee.
Oh, in Tennessee, yeah. You might think, what's in Pensacola? A beautiful beach.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, good road trip.
Yeah.
When did you do that?
Over New Year's?
January?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also first trimester where you're throwing up like every hour.
Did you have to stop a lot?
And we stopped a lot.
We had our first sonogram.
Oh, yeah.
In Pensacola.
Really?
We saw Santiago. Yeah, because we were driving around and we saw one, or you found one online, and it's like, oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
that was the first time we saw Santiago.
We hadn't even been to the doctor yet.
Yeah,
we were just like, okay.
Yeah. Wow. What about pregnancy were you not expecting? I'm sure you talked to lots of people. You had a pretty good idea. Is there something that was just completely out of left field that you want other women to know?
Oh my gosh, the emotional transformation is crazy. It's like, at every stage of pregnancy, there is a spiritual, emotional transformation that you have. And it's really, really intense. And I think we're not dramatic enough about it.
Tell me more.
Okay, imagine you're having the most profound, maybe spiritual or psychedelic or transformation experience where you're crying and having somatic releases, and you are just in a release mode, and that's happening every couple weeks for days at a time. Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, because when you're in those situations, in real life when you're not pregnant, it lasts an hour or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is weeks. Yeah. I'll also say like the sobriety of pregnancy, and not sobriety like, oh, you're not drinking or whatever. The sobriety of like, you can't take a Tylenol when your back hurts. Like really sitting with every single feeling. Like, oh, you can't have 2 matchas today. Like you only have 1 matcha, even though you're feeling a little tired. Like,
oh no.
Yeah, no, seriously. But like it really forces you to confront every single feeling, because I realize how common it is just to be like, oh, this hurts, I'm gonna take something. Oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna have caffeine. Oh, like I want to chill out. Like we have so many times in our day when we do that, and so to be in a space where you're like totally fully in your feelings 24/7 is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like you have full intention around everything that you're doing and experiencing.
Yeah, and the emotions are heightened. So
yeah. Wow. Lucas, how is it like being in relationship with that?
You just have to have complete trust that everything will be fine and that everything's part of the process, and because then you get to be that grounded presence where like Courtney's going through all these things. You just get to be okay, everything's fine, everything's gonna work out. That little contraction doesn't mean anything. That and at one point you were like in that spiritual psychedelic place, and it was really interesting to see, but at the same time I got to be like super calm about it.
It was pretty scary.
Yeah.
I was like, imagine you're just like tripping on mushrooms for multiple days, but it's like a scary mushroom trip and you're sober. That's how I felt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's never gonna end.
I'm like, it's never gonna end. I'm like, I'm confronting all of my deepest traumas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything will come up.
I've been there.
Yeah.
2012 Coachella. No, it's probably the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, pregnancy demands a different version of yourself, and anything that's not cleared will come up, and you will get the opportunity to address it and move through it. And if you're resistant, it's gonna get violent.
Wow. And what was unexpected for you, Lucas?
For me, the thing that was unexpected is that it takes a while. It took a while for me to come to the full realization that there's a human growing inside of Courtney and that we're gonna have a child. Because, well, first of all, I'm not carrying, right?
Yeah.
And I was traveling a lot, so there was a moment where like Santiago first started kicking, and then it just hits you differently, and you're like fully aware. And I don't know what the awareness came in, but it just like it hits you. And I'm like, oh my God, like our lives are changed forever. But yeah, for the better. So I don't know. It's like, and it also like is giving me this calmness. I just have like a calm feeling that everything's gonna be great.
Yeah, I've never seen Lucas so steady and positive, and like I was telling him earlier, I'm like, it seems like you have zero limiting beliefs right now. Like you're just like, go for it, do everything. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's really amazing to see. And I think as a man, you got to do that, because as a woman, you're in a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah. Totally. How do you stay so calm and grounded?
Yeah, you catch yourself. Like, I thought, like I was telling Courtney, like I had a moment where I thought like a deal was going to pan out for like work-wise. Mm-hmm. And I was pretty confident about it. Everyone, like the person I was making it was pretty confident about it, but then it didn't happen. And I caught myself like being a victim and feeling sorry for myself. And I was like, okay, no, we're not doing this. Okay, what's the next step? What's the next option? Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Like, I have no time for this. And, it's a lot of the work that we've done, but also somehow you just don't have space for it, because, there's too much hanging on it. I get to be the source of stability, so there's no option.
You also told me like if you're coming up to any of your limiting beliefs and like falling into them, you're gonna pass that on.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh no, I can't pass on these limiting beliefs.
Yeah, that's also something like I don't want any of my shit to pass any of my shit to Santiago.
Totally.
So today I was like making up a story that I'm like bad at like science and I'm not like like whatever. And I'm like, wait, I can't tell this young boy that he's like, I would never tell a child that.
Santiago, I can't let him not be a scientist.
No, exactly.
It needs to be a possibility for him.
It doesn't matter what I tell him. If I say that about myself, he can so easily adopt that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, oh my God, I want him to have every opportunity. And I think we think so much about, we want to give our kids opportunity with education and with money or whatever else. But like, oh my God, the most important thing is letting them have belief in themselves.
Yeah. And you can't tell, like, it's not like, oh, like, have belief in yourself, but then you don't. It's like, that's not how it works. You know? You're going to have to show it.
100%. Yeah. I think that's like, I guess, what other like lessons or values have you talked about, like how we want to raise Santiago, or like have you talked about the household that you want to create or in the environment? I'm curious to hear like what you're.
Yeah, I think we've just had a lot of reflections on like who we currently are and what we do and don't want to create, or what we do and don't want to pass on. And that just takes like looking in the mirror every day or keeping each other accountable. And Lucas does a really good job of keeping me accountable of. I know that people say, this is controversial. I'm curious your like dating advice, but people say like don't coach your partner.
Okay.
No, Lucas is always coaching me.
But you coach me.
But I was gonna say I've heard that you've coached him as well.
A lot of people have that boundary.
In
relationships. Yeah.
No, I think we're like one of the things that I value of our relationship is that, you know, my role in this relationship is to make sure that Courtney lives the most amazing life possible. And then I think it's vice versa. So if she sees me on my shit, she's gonna be like, nope, we don't have time for that. You know, we're only here for a limited amount of time. So but I think we want to just provide a very like serene, loving household, and then surround ourselves with friends, you know, that just elevate everything. So I want to be very mindful of the environment. So I feel like I love where we live. I love our friends, and just being very mindful of creating that environment. Yeah.
What I want to do is I want to normalize following your dreams. Like, I think, at least where I come from, to follow your dreams is like this crazy, weird, radical thing that you wouldn't dare to do. And based on environment, based on what we're doing and people around us, I want it to be so normalized that, oh, I can have these big dreams. I can accomplish these big things. I can take these big risks. I can do what I want in my life because they're seeing everybody around them. And it's not about what they're doing. It's like this person's following their knitting passion. This person is an entrepreneur. This person is doing this or that. But whatever he wants to do, like, I want him to know that it's not just possible, but like, oh, that's inevitable. I can do anything.
Yeah, it's like my intention for the show is showing that in terms of relationships, right? Because I think we talk so much about dreams and how to make your dream possible, but it's like individual, and it's a lot of like business or health or you know, like competition or some sort of like feat. But I don't think we talk too much about relationships. You know, I coach people every single day, and I ask them, hey, what do you want? And they know exactly what they don't want in relationships. Like, I don't want this, I don't want that. And I go, well, what do you want? And they stop and they're like, I just haven't really thought about it too much. Right. And so kind of having people understand that like anything is possible in relationship. You know, like, you're both a prime example that you can do anything, that you can leave a job and start a new career, build something while your wife's pregnant, go travel, you know, while she's pregnant, and you can be pregnant and travel internationally, launch a book, you know, travel the world. Like we hear so often, oh, hey, don't do that because, or like, oh, that's not a good idea. But again, it's just like limiting beliefs, limitations. Like, I can do anything. And, you know, I'm excited to have you both here.
Yeah. And like something that you said, like when you were at Cannes, that a lot of like successful women were like, oh, I'm going to freeze my eggs because I'm going to wait until like I'm 40 and my career's established. But it's like, why?
Yeah, being around a lot of women last week, many of them say that. They're like, I'll freeze my eggs now at 30. I'm not going to start dating until I'm like 37, and maybe at 40 I'll get married. 43 I'll have a kid. Like there's a very specific timeline, which if that's what you desire, amazing. And also I think a lot of that comes from a fear of like, unless I accomplish X, Y, and Z, I can't have this next step in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you see that a lot?
I mean, yeah, and I think we've continue to see it, right? There's just a lot of women, especially, who have put all of their priorities and all of their effort and energy into their career, and then they look back and they go, "Oh wow, I didn't prioritize relationship," and now they want to be in a relationship, and it's harder for them.
Yeah. Well, if that's something you desire, what if the relationship is a thing that will absolutely skyrocket your career?
Totally.
And it totally can be.
I mean, that's why it's called Hotter Together, because I believe that like having the support, this like structure, having someone you can rely on every single day, how could that not make you better and make your business better, right? Like going to bed alone isn't that fun, it's just not great. And like waking up and alone, like that eventually that starts to stink, right? And so like, yeah, having someone that's always in your corner cheerleading you on and vice versa, like how can that not make things better?
Well, a relationship is so amazing for your business and your dreams because it also gives you a little wiggle room to take more risks. And I found that when we're taking risks in our career, it's like Lucas is in a riskier point, I'm in a safer point. Then I'm in a riskier point and Lucas is in a safer point. And to have that kind of fallback makes you be able to take risks faster and take much bigger risk. And I've really valued that in our relationship.
Yeah, when we started dating, like a couple years into it, like Courtney found herself, like her company was sold and you found yourself without a job. And I told her, yeah, just do your business that you've been talking about and I'll take care of things. And now she's at a point where I can take risks because she's doing great. So what I would say is if you find someone that just compliments you where the things that you're weak at. So I'm like super weak at, or I'm not, but I'm working.
But be careful what you're saying. Santiago's listening.
Yeah, I'm working on being super, like more organized, but Courtney's like naturally organized, and that really helps. And that's just a small little example, but finding someone that can help you and mirror things back to you is very helpful. And there are gonna things that I'm going to always be really good at and things that she's going to be really good at naturally because we have that inclination. So if those things are complementary, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think too often people are looking for themselves.
Yeah, don't do that.
They're like, I just want someone who's exactly like me.
Yeah.
So that I can be me a little less, and I can trust somebody else to take care of all the things that I do well. And so I don't have to put so much responsibility on. You talked about 2 years ago when you were dating. Have you told the story about how you guys met?
Oh, we met on Hinge.
Yeah.
Okay. And one of the success stories?
Yes, we are a success story. I love Hinge.
Hinge, reach out.
No.
Yeah, Hinge sponsor the podcast.
Sponsor, please. I tagged them in so many posts. And I'm like, sponsor me, please. We met on Hinge. We went on a date and I was so nervous and Lucas thought I was on drugs because I was acting a fool. Because I was like, I'm going to marry this guy. And Lucas was like, I just met you.
How'd you know?
When I saw his Hinge profile, I just was like, oh, I'm going to marry him. And so I just screenshotted his whole profile and thought I'm going to like show this to our kids one day. It'll be funny.
What about it? What about his profile did you what was the intuition that you had?
I don't know. He's like a hot Latin surgeon. Like,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. All right. Well,
I don't know. I
do you hear that, men? Become a hot Latin surgeon.
No, it's just something like felt familiar.
Yeah.
Kind of spooky.
I mean, look at you now. And Lucas, how about you? When you first, like, maybe not as soon as you saw her profile, but when did you know? Like, what was her experience of her?
At the beginning, I wasn't as sure as she was. Like, she was like, and then our second day, she was like, "Oh, you're gonna be my boyfriend." I was like, "I just met you."
And he had just moved to Austin. He was like a week ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. At one point it's just like Courtney's positivity. She's always has like the best outlook on life, and she just taught me how to be positive at all times. Like there was in one single moment where she wasn't, and I just found that so amazing. And that's one of the many things I've learned from her. Courtney like just brings things into existence in the world. And at one point I was like, yeah, this is an amazing person that just makes everything around her better, and she's made me better. So yeah, it was kind of a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yay! Now we're having a baby.
Yeah.
That's and how long have you been in relationship with each other?
6
years. Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since
And
COVID.
since COVID.
Yeah.
Since COVID.
COVID
Wow.
relationship.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you like quarantine
Thank you,
together?
We didn't. No. No. Kind of.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because it wasn't like at the beginning of COVID, but
Oh yeah, it was towards.
it was kind of like mid.
Oh, so in Texas
Yeah.
it wasn't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it didn't quarantine, like, I don't
Yeah, it
know.
wasn't
The
Texas.
restaurants
Yeah.
were open.
Okay,
like
so
we still like
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, what like you've talked about all the amazing things about a relationship, and I think it's important for especially single people or people who might not be in a really abundant relationship that it takes work.
Yeah.
Right. And so like what's a moment that you remember that was like really challenging and that you had to like work through it together?
That's a good question. Oh, yeah. Okay. A moment that was challenging is we were working on Lucas launching his podcast, and we didn't set clear boundaries of how I was helping or not helping. And so we got to reframe and realize, like, when supporting each other, we get to be really clear on, hey, how can I support you? But I need specifics, right? Like, support isn't just like, oh, I want you to support me on my podcast. I want you to support me at home. I want you to support me at the house or whatever. It's like, you really got to tell your partner, I need support in taking out the trash 2 days a week, and I need support in this and that, like specifics. And I think that was a lesson that we got to learn.
Yeah. And also, like, when you were launching your business and you were at home, I think I had some, as a good Latin man, I had some like home duty expectations.
Oh, yeah. That's been a challenge. We've solved it now, but that was a multi-year challenge.
Yeah,
like you wanted her to do things
at
home.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
And she's like, and it was like clean, the dishes were done.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're at home, I'm working. Like, and she's like, I'm building a business. And so that was fun.
Yeah, the book Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell.
Yeah.
If you're a woman, read that, but it's going to cause some
it caused some trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way? What do you mean?
The book basically says if you're building your business, to take all the time you're putting into like laundry or dishes or house stuff, put that into your business and then learn to delegate there. And so I read that book and I was like, oh yeah, gung ho, I'm going to implement this. And it was pretty like sudden overnight. I'm like, I'm not doing your laundry anymore. I won't be doing the dishes. I'm not cleaning the house. Like it was pretty abrupt.
And I was like, I'm the one that's working.
Yeah, you're right. Because I wasn't really making a lot of money at the time. And I'm like, just trust me, it's in this book.
Yeah, I'm buying back my time now.
Yeah, I'm buying back my time. It's like,
I'm delegating. Like, with what?
Exactly.
You're buying back my time.
Exactly. I'm buying back your time.
But it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
Now I feel like you now you see it.
Now I'm on board. Yeah.
And now one day I'm going to talk to Dan Martell about this and be like, bro, you got to add some warning signs to that.
That's hilarious. Yeah. What's like when the baby's due in like a month?
Yeah.
And so what are you expecting that's going to be changing? And you're like, are you going to be slowing down? Are you speeding? Like, what do you think's going to be different? Or do you not know?
I have no idea. Like, honestly, I've delegated so much that I've found at points I'm bored. And and I've delegated so much for after birth, and we have like a postpartum doula. We have like family coming into town. I've delegated so much business stuff that and the baby sleeps a lot. I'm like, I think I'm gonna be bored. Now, I'm sure if you're like a mom listening to this, you're like laughing at me. You're like, no way, Courtney.
I don't think that's
possible. But I think pregnancy definitely, again, like slows you down in a way that makes you prioritize more. But I'm itching to speed back up.
Yeah, I don't see you slowing down.
I'm getting antsy from being chill.
I think you're going to go full tilt.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I'm curious to hear, what are your thoughts about having, because I mean, you make a lot of content.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about having children in content?
I'm kind of no. I'm feeling a no on having children in content.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'll probably talk about motherhood a little bit, but I'm not gonna make like a baby star. You were a baby star though.
I was not a star. I was a baby.
You were a baby model.
I was a child actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
For me, that's a no.
Yeah.
A strong no.
Yeah. I think that's. I would agree.
Yeah.
It's keeping separation.
Yeah. Exactly. Also, they're not really consenting to being on camera and stuff.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
And
like,
even
I don't post like Lucas random. Like, I'm not. Here's my man. Here's what he's doing. Like filming him without his consent. Like as he's cooking or something. I don't know. It feels disrespectful. So I wouldn't do it to a child either, unless they're like 15 and they're like, "Hey, mom, I want to learn how to do great webinars. Can I come speak on your webinar or something?"
I want to level up on LinkedIn, mom.
I'll be like, "Sure, yeah, great."
Yeah, and what's going to change for you, or what are you expecting to change, if anything?
Not much. I think I'm gonna kind of keep this mindset, keep this drive, and what has changed is that my priorities are not about me. Even like before the baby, it's so like, oh, like I want to achieve this to, do this or get this or like whatever. Now everything is like, okay, I'm gonna do this for my family. I'm gonna do this for Courtney. I'm gonna do this for Santiago. So, but I'm in that place now, so I could just imagine it being that. Yeah.
I was on a webinar yesterday, and this girl was like selling her program, and before she got to the sale, she was like, "Listen, guys, like I'm selling this program. Like I'm selling you. Like I can provide you this value for this social media strategy. Like I want you to sign up, and I want to tell you my why." She's like, "I don't think I'm not ashamed to say I want to make money, and I'm going to show you exactly why I want to make money." And she just clicked the next slide, and it was just like a picture of her baby, like and she was like, "This is my baby. I make money for my baby. Like that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm showing up. That's why I'm here." And I was like, mad respect for just being like, I have no shame. I want to make money. This is my reason.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah. I mean, my intention of like making money and having a business has always been to basically I went through a really difficult situation at work where I was in a very dangerous like situation, whatever, dangerous job, and I couldn't leave because I didn't have the money. So my driver, like my anger and rage driver in building my business has been so other women don't have to be in that situation. So they have like the time and money and autonomy, and if they're in a toxic situation at work, that they can leave. So that's always been a driver. So I actually haven't thought about that. Like, obviously, I want my child to have every single opportunity he could ever have. And also, what's top of mind is still supporting women. So I'm sure that will shift a bit. Because I think it's probably best that I don't build from rage and I can build from love.
Have you, like supporting women, have you noticed like a different approach to how you support women since becoming a wife or a future mother?
You know, it's made me less tolerant to excuses because I'm over here like I just threw up in the middle of like this coaching. So I like went to the bathroom, threw up, came back. Like I'm still here. I'm still doing all the shit I committed to. And like you're afraid to do your LinkedIn posts. Like, no, there's no excuses. Like my excuse tolerance just has gone way, way down. Yeah.
I love that.
That's so good.
Like, no.
That's so good. Yeah, it's like
people use. Oh, I mean, I'm sure you get this too. I'm sure everybody gets this. That's like some sort of coach, but people use their kids as excuses all the time. Oh, I can't do that because my kid. Oh, I didn't do that because things were so busy because my kid. And I'm just realizing now, like, oh, that's always been an excuse. Like, yes, of course, your kid is making things harder, but to use your child as an excuse of why you're not accomplishing or you're not even taking steps towards your dream is like very selfish and putting a lot of shit on your kid. And before, when I'm coaching and facilitating, I'm like, oh, I don't know what it's like to be a parent, so I can't comment. And I'm like, oh, I absolutely can comment. Like, get over yourself.
This might not age well when the kid's born.
No, it might not. Yeah.
But it's
We'll
true.
see.
No, like, I do feel strongly that it's easy. It's easy to use pregnancy as an excuse. It's easy to use your kid as an excuse.
Totally.
Because what are people going to say? Like, your number one goal should be like living your life, like pursuing your dream or your dharma on earth and showing your kids that is what's possible.
Yeah.
And if you're using them as an excuse of why you're not doing that, I think that's so unfair to them. Because I don't know if you guys have had the situation of your parents being like, oh, well, I could never do that because you. And it makes you feel horrible.
I was just thinking about that. I mean, like, my parents separated and they delayed their separation because of my brother's wedding, my sister's wedding, the baby, and they're like, oh, we couldn't do it because of that. I go, no. No. Like that's on you, right? Like, that's your responsibility. And like, we are adults,
right.
You know, do what you want to do. And I think, I mean, going back to the beginning of like, you can do anything you want. Have there been women and men who've accomplished incredible things with lots and lots of kids and a lot of like, you know, like, yes. So if they can do it, you can do it. Anyone can do it.
I really like Kendra Scott's model of like parenting while being an entrepreneur. She said she just like brought her kids to everything.
Yeah.
Just kind of grew up around this as their normal. Like some parents put their kid in front of the TV, or they grow up in like a gym, or they grow up in like soccer practice. She was like, oh, they just grew up with me around my business. And I'm like, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, no separation.
Yeah, no separation. They're just like in a meeting and it's normalized. You know? I feel like we do that with our dogs. We can do that with kids.
I mean, yeah, people do so much with their dogs that I don't understand it. We'll get into my that at a different time. I want people to listen to these episodes, not write me off for my view on dogs.
Yeah, but anyway, so imagine you're coaching someone into, they want to write a book, and they're saying, I can't write a book. I'll never be able to write a book because of this kid. Imagine being the kid and hearing that and like how you would feel.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, if it wasn't for me, my mom would be doing, or my dad would be doing all these incredible things. Yeah. And I think it's a similar to the idea of having a relationship be supportive to your business and to growth. And I imagine if like our beliefs dictate our destiny, right? We just make interpretations about everything. And so like the woman that you're on the webinar with, she created an interpretation that, hey, her baby is going to make her a lot of money, you know? And like, this is what like my child is going to create with me. Cause like they're a part of it. Or you can say, oh, hey, I can't make money because of my child.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, we're just making it up. So let's make up the thing that's going to make us a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
To make you happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah.
Make you happy. I mean, money solves money problems.
Totally.
And we would like to have less money problems, but it's ultimately about being content. I think serene and content, and at peace with what you're doing and creating. Like, because if you create, you'll be fine.
You know, I think that's a really great relationship advice. And I think you maybe had some posts about this I personally think you're in a good relationship when you're like, wait, things are too peaceful, especially at the beginning. You're like, where's the drama? Should I stir something up? Oh, it's too calm. That's how you know it's good.
It's boring. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm bored. Like, there's no spark. I don't feel chemistry with this person. It's like, yes, and all the other men that you feel chemistry with, you're not with them, right? So, like, maybe this is something different.
There's definitely peace. Yeah, I remember early on in our relationship, I felt that. I was like, I've never been in a relationship this peaceful. This is so weird. I'm going to start some shit. And then...
But peace doesn't need to be boring.
No, it doesn't need to be boring.
You can do a lot of fun, crazy shit together.
I agree. And be peaceful.
And be peaceful, yeah.
But I did experience that of like, wow, this is so peaceful and I'm used to drama. So I said something like, Lucas, I just think it's funny how... And Lucas just says, no. And just like the energetic boundary of just being like, no, like it was just like, it wasn't even he was emotionally reacting. He was just like, oh, like I'm not dealing with this. Like, this is boring. You said that a lot too. If I'm like trying to be argumentative, he's like, I'm bored. No. And then I just like, it really set a boundary from the beginning. Like, we're not going to have this like bickering. We're not going to have this like drama for the sake of drama. And I realized it was because I was so used to that and I wasn't used to peace and communication.
Yeah. It's like, I don't have space for this.
No.
It's like, this is not.
Absolutely not.
No, and
like,
as a man, that's the way to go about it. It's
Yeah.
not like being reactive or being like whatever. It's just being like, okay.
No, because like what you like, well, not you. What you wanted at that moment was reaction, and I was like, fuck no.
And then it's back to peace. It's like, oh, okay, I see how this works. This is cool. But if you've never been in a peaceful relationship, it could be jarring. It could be like, whoa, this is crazy.
Lucas, what do you tell yourself to like stay like that? Because I know so many couples or people dating, like they'll match the energy that they're given, right? And it's like if she's coming at me, I'm fucking coming right back at her. And then it's like, all right, then it's like it just and it grows so fast and you can see it happen in real time. You're just like, whoa, like this got to DEFCON 1 like so fast. Like how do you remain so calm?
I just don't want that.
Yeah.
It's really fucking easy. I'm like, if that, like, it's just, this won't be a relationship if that's the case. It's just because you waste so much energy.
Yeah.
And it's fucking boring. It's the same cycle. Oh, you like, you fight and then somebody has to like, calm down and make up. And it's like, why are we like going through this cycle where I could be enjoying life and doing shit? And so no.
Yeah, you can't really grow in that, right? You're kind of like in a loop. It's like constant. It's constant like repair, constant conflict, repair, and like you can't really build anything from that.
And I find that boring. It's like it's like I don't know. It's like so because the pattern. I guess I was in relationships like that, and I was like I've done this. No, let's do something else. Yeah.
That's powerful. Yeah, I mean, I think that's like the best hack for men is if you can just because, I mean, we have hormones. We have a different men are the same people every day. We're different people every single day, right? And for you to just be steady and calm, that's the best way. But I think it takes a lot of maturity to not react.
Yeah, and also we've like done a lot of, let's just call it I don't know, self-work. Yeah. So
self-development.
Yeah, I call it experimenting. And like we went together to a tantra retreat and I saw how the roles of, kind of a male role and a female role, and you can choose like I guess like whatever you want in that, but I choose the male role, and then what does that bring to a relationship and how it works and what are my needs, what are her needs, and I learned a lot.
Yeah, about like masculine, feminine.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I like it. I like the male steady rock, stereotype or like archetype, and it feels good to be that. So I'm like, okay, I'll be that.
Yeah, so I think it's like we have a lot of tools that we've developed through retreats and coaches and learning and everything, and we understand our roles, and the roles could be different in every relationship, but we're pretty clear on the roles.
Yeah, and we've had several instances where we explore like what you want. Like Courtney's big about creating impact in the world, and through like being out there and doing what she does great. And I like. I like being the base and I like creating that so we explore that and I was like, okay, this makes sense. I'll do this and you do that. And then we'll build something around that.
So that was like that was an active conversation you've had where it's like, hey, this is what your role is going to be. This is what my role is going to be. This is how I'm going to support you. This is how you're going to support me. Like you cleared out those boundaries.
And it's not like this is what I will be. It's like, this is what feels right for me to be. It's not like she's telling me and I was like, oh, I'll pick this and you pick that. It's not like, oh, like this feels good to me and that feels good to you. So let's do that.
Yeah. It's really interesting because I do feel like we were very much in like the masculine and feminine dynamics, but I don't bake cookies.
You started baking recently, so maybe the pregnancy hormones.
I don't do house stuff and I don't bake.
Yeah,
I think there's
she's resistance to it, but she wants to bake. She like
the masculine, feminine,
all the time.
Polarity.
Yeah,
you're
fighting it.
It's it's interesting because it's just interesting because like of our jobs and our day to day and how that relates to our relationship, But I think it's really clear to know what you're committed to the other person and recommit to that.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say that I love you both so much.
Love you.
We love you.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Santiago.
Yay.
It's such a unique name.
Don't make fun of me.
No, it is to me.
Can I tell the story?
Of course you can tell the story.
So Lucas is Latino, so we need a Spanish name. you know, we have Santiago for our first kid, Sebastian for our second kid, and me as like a white girl. I'd never really heard these names before. So I'm like, wow,
So
like,
unique.
this is so unique. Like, I have the most unique baby names. Anyways, I Google most popular baby names in Texas. Tell me why Santiago is number 3 and Sebastian is number 4. These are not unique at all. I just don't know Spanish names.
Yeah.
So,
But it's so unique to me.
Exactly. And it's unique to him.
Is it unique
He's
to Puerto Rico?
one of one.
No, but it's not that common of a name.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just probably unique to Mexico, and that's why.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, and I'm so honored to have you here as the first guests. Your relationship inspires me, inspires so many, and I'm so excited for this next journey and what's ahead with the full family.
Well, thank you, Joel. Uncle Joel.
Uncle Joel, and we're excited for this project, and we'll support you in everywhere we can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Awesome.